Neighboring nation Bangladesh. Another attack on Hindus in Dhaka. Hindu temples razed to the ground. The outrage is growing over temple demolition. Hindus stage a protest in Dhaka. UNICEF administration razes a Durga temple in the heart of Dhaka, which is the capital city of Bangladesh. These are the visuals that in fact came to surface of the very remains. In fact, what now remains to be is rubble from the demolished temple. Shocking incident that was reported, but again not the first, because remember, ever since the ouster of Sheikh Hasina last year August, we have been seeing a massive spike in such cases against minority communities, especially the Hindus in Bangladesh. Several such temples demolished, protests getting violent and out of hand, and in most cases, minority groups being severely targeted in pockets of Bangladesh and now even in the heart of the capital city. In fact, it was also seen in Dhaka before when the situation went from bad to worse last August. Now, protests have erupted over the same. We see the minority communities have come onto the streets to protest against this very temple demolition. Why the UNICEF administration has razed a Durga temple in this manner and in this state that we see it on our screens remains to be a question, and that is what this entire protest is about. The situation has been turbulent in Dhaka, in Bangladesh overall, when we speak of how the minority communities have been treated, or protests that have only gotten more and more violent through the days ever since the ouster of Sheikh Hasina happened. With that, we're being joined by our colleague Indrajit Kundu on the broadcast. Indrajit, very good afternoon to you. These are concerning visuals that we have received yet again from Bangladesh, minority communities being targeted, specifically Hindus being targeted. But what we are given to understand is it is the UNICEF administration that has raised this Durga temple to the ground. What is the situation that led to this entire matter to unfold, and now also bring us some details about the protests unfolding in Dhaka?
Well, Shreya, protests have actually erupted in Dhaka today, and this was, called by several Hindu organizations yesterday. The visuals that we are showing are shocking indeed, because we are privy to such information and visuals coming in over the past few months from various districts in Bangladesh. But on those occasions, there were, unidentified people who were vandalizing temples. Or there were Islamic radicals who were attacking the minority Hindu community there. This one, in the heart of Dhaka, this is the Kilkate, area in which there was apparently illegal encroachment, is what is being alleged, and this temple was on illegally encroached land, is what the administration claims. However, what we do see in broad daylight, without giving the opportunity for the temple authorities to shift the temple to somewhere else. We are told within a few days from giving a notice, this temple was bulldozed in broad daylight. Their crying pleas from the Hindu community fell on deaf ears, and this entire thing unfolded all across, all through afternoon yesterday in Dhaka. And this is a clear message, and this is being done by the administration, the unit's administration right now. We are told that this eviction notice was shared by the Bangladesh railway authorities, because that land belongs to the railways, is what we are told. However, the Hindu groups are telling us that they were not even given the opportunity to relocate from that area. And they are citing that there are other encroachments in and around in that area, but no such action was taken. But this Durga temple, this Hindu temple, was very promptly razed to the ground using bulldozers, even when the idols were inside, and the community was, in fact, praying there. And this comes just a day before Rath Yatra. Today it is Rath Yatra. Just imagine the kind of sentiments that the minority Hindu community in Bangladesh are going through right now. Today is Rath Yatra, and yesterday this temple has been razed. This has caused massive furor and outrage among the Hindu community, with many now questioning that if the administration is sending out such messages, how safe are Hindus in Bangladesh?
Very true. First radicals, and now it's come down to the administration themselves taking such action. It indeed is concerning, raises several questions to the forefront, and we will keep a track of these developments from Bangladesh. But right now, this is the latest that we are picking up: protests having begun, having erupted in the city of Dhaka.